Hey, Royal Rough Riders. This is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I hope everybody is doing fine tonight. I don't know what kind of mindset that people have today or any day, but I'm going to say this anyway. I need a man that can be faithful to me because he loves himself. Yep, you heard exactly what I said. I want a man to be faithful to me because he loves himself. See, faithfulness to a relationship is not because of the other person, it's because of you. You value yourself. And I'm not talking about value like in dollars and cents or in clothes and fashion and $500 pairs of shoes and a Maybach and a mansion. Value yourself is knowing that you are worth more than anybody can do to you or for you. Like I said, I want a man to be faithful to me because he loves himself. He's faithful because he loves himself and he wouldn't put his own life in jeopardy. Because, see, unfaithfulness can put your life in jeopardy. You can go out there and sleep with the wrong woman or the wrong man, and it can cause you a lot of things in your life that you didn't plan for. And that's what I said when a woman loves himself. But I'm speaking to my men tonight because some men feel like because they penetrating somebody that they're the powerful one. Not necessarily so. Your power can be pulled from you if you don't understand who you are and what it is that you were made to do. We always gonna see more beautiful people than the person that we're with. That's why you got to be with somebody because of the contents. That the contents is what's inside. Because the outside is surely going to change. Because I'm not the type of person that is like this. And I know plenty of you ladies are like this as well, or men. You have to consider everything when you about to do that. One wrong thing can cause everything to get out of way. Because I'm not the type of woman that's going to go everywhere my man goes to make sure he's going where he said he's going. I'm just not going to do it. You grown. You decide if you're going to do right or wrong. That's why you have to pick a mate that really truly understands the connection of the person whom you're with. Let me get down with this because I'm getting off track. So I'm not gonna go everywhere my man goes to make sure he's going where he says he's going. I ain't tracking no damn phone. I'm not calling nobody. I'm not doing that because I'm doing my own thing. I'm getting my life together. I'm making sure that I'm doing what it is that I need to do and how I need to do it for the person whom I'm supposed to be doing it with and doing it for. And if you concentrate on who you with and stop worrying about everything outside that's glittering and that stuff ain't got no damn worth to it, it's just shiny. So I'm not going to go with nobody to make sure they're going where they say they're going. And I don't want to have to travel with him everywhere so that he can act right. I want him to be right to preserve his own life. Y'all don't know, y'all men, y'all killing yourselves. Y'all killing yourselves. Doing all that extra stuff that doesn't even make any sense. I don't know if we as women are mad at men for being such good storytellers. Y'all can tell a story. But it's good if you act right and do what you're supposed to do and bring God glory. By living the life that you're supposed to live. Like I said, I don't know if we mad at men for being such good storytellers or we mad at ourselves for believing in fairy tales. Someday your prince will come. Maybe so. You got to know what a prince is first before he gonna come. Because some people get dressed like one, but they ain't blessed like one. Now let me get on with this thing right here. And I don't want to have to give my man that sermon. You know, that sermon some of us women have to give some of these men, you know, that shaking and that waking that Sunday morning, you know, every day, Monday through Friday. These hoes ain't shit sermon. I'm not going to do that. If you don't know by now that these hoes ain't shit, then I don't know how long it's gonna take you to get. I don't understand. You know that we tell them that hoes ain't shit sermon, and you're like, every time he leave, you go, and the only reason why they want you is because you're with something good for you and to protect you and make sure you protect your shovel, cause all ground ain't good ground. Well, I'm not doing that either. And instead of breaking ground, it will break you. Like I said, you think because you penetrate a woman that you're in power. Not necessarily so. It's some ground that you will penetrate. Some ground that you will break that will break you because you're not understanding the usage of your tool can be used against you. And I want to say one more thing and I'm going to get off of here. I'm not doing all of that. I want a man that loves himself enough not to jeopardize his own life because some woman look good or he want to have sex. And it's just, like I said, just be very careful, everyone, men and women. But, you know, men seem to think that they can do things and not get caught up because they're male. Baby, let me tell you something. You better read the Bible about Samson and Delilah. She played him. And this is what I'm saying, played him. She played him with his own ego. His ego is what got him in the situation he was in. Because he told her she asked him 3 times. Got him a little drunk. Because he liked to drink. You know, she had to drink. Head in her lap. She rubbing his hair or whatever. He told her 3 things. Now the 3rd thing was the truth. But the other 2 was not. And every time he told her his weakness, the Philistines came. Well, Philistines was upon him every time. And he fought them off, beat them down because he was strong. But he told her the truth. He should have learned from the first 2 times when he told her, and the very thing that he told her was his weakness, that she tried to use that against him. Be careful who you pillow talking with. Because some of these people is sexing you not to sex you because they love you. They sexing you because they want to devour you. They want to mess up your good marriage. They want to mess up your life. They want to give you a sexually transmitted disease. And maybe, not even that, some sexually transmitted demons. STD, either way you want to bring it across, that would destroy your life and make you regret everything you've done. If you just would have kept yourself to yourself and loved yourself enough to value yourself, you'll be going through this by yourself. And I know some men can be faithful in doing right and their wife bring it to them, or you know, whatever the case may be. So let me get on with this thing. And this is the thing I want to sum this up with, because sex is so important to people, which it should not be that important. Because I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna go on because I'm gonna go something. If you take sex out of the equation, what is the sum of your relation? Just think for a minute. The person whom you're with, take sex out of the equation. What is the sum of the relationship you come up with? S-U-M. Sum. What does it total up to if you take sex out of the equation? Would you still be there? Would you still feel like you in love? Would you tolerate the things that you should not be tolerating? If you take sex out of the equation. One more thing. Now you done already took sex out of the equation. Now take the kids out of the equation and see what you come up with. Would you still be there? Would you still care? If there was no sex and no kids, how do you feel about the person? How do you understand about the person or understand about the person? That is what should keep you there. If you can imagine no kids, imagine no sex, what effect do they have on you next? Most of y'all probably be gone because you know that is not where you should be. And I'm not telling the people to stay, leave, or go, but you have to really get in and understand that marriage is a purposeful union. It ain't just a license to get naked. It's not just a license to have sex and get naked. It is a purpose-filled union. So I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.